Hello friends and welcome back to Towne Yoga. Today I'm working on some tutorials about how to use your yoga props to enhance your practice. So we're going to go over 3 ways that you can use your yoga bolster to enhance your practice. And that's great for at home or at the studio. A yoga bolster can really help you find comfort in a lot of poses that might be a bit more challenging otherwise. As a shorthand, the bolster can be used anytime you need the ground to come up a little bit closer to you, or even to change the angle of the ground to you sometimes, and anywhere you just need that support, a little bolstering, if you will. So the first place that we can use this yoga bolster to enhance our practice is again in simple seat. So some yogis have trouble crossing the ankles here in this seat for a number of reasons. Maybe the hips are tight, maybe you have an injury in the ankle and it's really irritating and you kind of want to take the weight off of them. Well, sitting on the bolster is great in 2 different ways. One, you can just sit on it kind of a traditional, just lifting yourself up a little bit and coming back to your seat. That's a nice that I really like is actually straddling the bolster, because that can take the weight out of your knees and ankles a bit. So that way you have a more firm base. So any poses where you're not really moving from the waist and below in a seat, sometimes it can be a bit of twisting or some shoulder or neck work that the instructor is doing. Then you can come to this posture with the knees on either side of your bolster. And then just giving a seat on that. Now this bolster, my at-home one's a little bit flimsier than definitely the ones we have in the studio. So if I was at home, I would probably even add, like I am now, this blanket on top of it, extra lift. But this way, you can kind of bring the weight outside of the ankle and knee. So this is a really nice seat option when you're just working from waist and above. So some neck stretches and you don't want to cross the ankles. Oh, show them your stretch. Good boy. Yeah, his water is right across here, so to the bowl. So this seated kind of straddle on a bolster is a really nice option. One way to use your prop to enhance your practice. Next way that I really like is for an extended child's pose. An extended child's pose traditionally is having the knees as wide as your mat, your big toes together, and then you just bring your chest down and your arms out front. So it's this big stretch for the lats and the lower back, and a nice grounding posture, but sometimes the ground feels a bit too far away in this pose. There are people that come down and they're like, nope, not getting any further, or their hips start to lift up. And if that's the case, your bolster can be used to bring the ground a bit closer to you. So that's when I like to place it just between knees here, and then slowly lower the torso down onto your prop. And you can just look off to one direction then and find comfort in the shoulders. So this is a nice way to use the bolster to support you in an extended child's pose. If you want to relax there, but the ground's too far away, you can bring this out. And there's some other ways we can combine it with the blanket. If that's what you're interested in, let me know in the comments and I will do another video. The last way that I really appreciate using the bolster is in Savasana. With my lower back pain, a traditional Savasana with heels to the corners of the mat and palms up by your sides is actually painful in my lower back. So I will typically slide a bolster underneath my thighs, and that will kind of shorten my long hip muscle, the psoas there, so that it's not overstretching and pulling on my back now. So this lifted thigh can really help relax the lower back in the Savasana. So supported Savasana with a bolster underneath the legs. Some people prefer it lower, more underneath their knees or down by their ankles. You can experiment and see which one you like. But that bolster supporting the lower body and just letting the pelvis kind of tilt back a little bit can be a really nice way to find more comfort at the end of your practice, especially if you happen to be getting some of that kind of pinching in the lower back or a pulling feeling in the lower back. Try lifting the if that helps. So there are 3 ways again that we can use our yoga bolster to enhance our practice So that way you can keep enjoying your yoga more and more over time, making it a lifelong practice, whether you're at home in your living room, going out to a studio as regularly as you can, or just making time for it, when you're out and about, taking a breath at your office, stretching the hands in the car. Let's enhance our yoga, bring it with us out into the world so that you can enjoy the practice. If you enjoyed this practice, let me know below in the comments. Let me know what you're looking for in terms of tutorials, because I really do like spending time explaining and diving in, and I would love to do that more with you this year. If you're looking to support Towne Yoga, there's always a link for one-time donation below if this has helped your practice and you want to give a little thanks. You can do it with the support on PayPal, or even just comment below. And longer term support, head on over to patreon.com/Towne Yoga and check out the community we have growing there. I'd like to end this practice with hands at heart center, just like I would a traditional practice, a space to let you know that the light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.